students, welcome back to our session. Now today's topic is general organic chemistry. Now what is mean by organic chemistry? First of all, we see what are the branches of chemistry. Okay. There are various branches of chemistry in which in our syllabus first branch is physical chemistry. Second branch is organic chemistry. Third branch is inorganic chemistry. And fourth branch is chemistry in our everyday life. Okay. Now out of these, today we are going to study organic chemistry. Chemistry in our everyday life is also called as applied chemistry. Okay? Applied chemistry. So today we are studying about the organic chemistry. Okay? Now first of all, what is meant by organic chemistry? Organic chemistry is nothing but the branch of science or the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of carbon compounds. Now, what is the study? What is the actual study of carbon compounds? Its structure, properties and composition of carbonic carbon compounds. Okay. Now, first of all, we see what is carbon. Carbon is the element in periodic table having atomic number 6 and mass number 12. Okay. Now all the study related to carbon means structure, properties and composition of carbon compounds is nothing but the organic chemistry. Okay. Now first of all, we see the simplest form of organic compounds, that is alkanes. Before going to alkane, we see the organic compound carbon having atomic number 6 and mass number 12. And we say that valency, the term introduced here is valency. Okay. Now what is meant by valency? Binding capacity of an element is called as its valency. Means how many bonds an element form to get a stability is called its valency. What is meant by valency? Valency is nothing but the bonding capacity of an element is called as valency. Okay. Now the valency of carbon is always 4. Okay. Why it is 4? Because the nearest noble gas to the carbon atom is neon 10, 20. It is the nearest noble gas to carbon. Okay. Now to reach up to the 10 atomic number, we need 4 more electrons so that it will becomes its outermost orbit. Means outermost orbit or outermost shell of carbon contain 10 electrons and it will match up with neon, that is the inert gas, nearest inert gas. And as we know that inert gases are stable, they are inert in nature, means they cannot form bond with the other molecules or atoms or elements. Okay. So to gain this stability, inert gases are very much stable in nature. Okay. So to gain the stability and to become inert, all the elements in periodic table except inert gases try to gain or accept or share electrons so that they can form bond with the other species to get maximum stability. Okay. Now as I have said 2 minutes earlier that atomic number of carbon is 6 and mass number is 12. It requires 4 more electrons to reach up to the noble gas, that is neon. Okay, so 4 is its binding capacity. It means that carbon have 4 valency. It means it can form, or it form carbon form 4 bond to get a stable element, stable compound. Okay, now simplest organic compound are hydrocarbons. As the name indicates itself, it has 2 elements, that is carbon, and hydro stands for hydrogen. Okay, now hydrocarbons have alkanes, alkynes and aldehydes. Okay, now first we see the classification of hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons is classified into open chain compounds and closed chain compounds. Open chain compound means a long chain of carbon atom. Okay, which are also called as aliphatic compounds. And closed chain compound means, here closed chain compound means benzene like compounds. Here everywhere there are 6 carbon atoms. Okay, aromatic means aroma means smell, means closed chain compound or aromatic compound have specific smell. Okay, now then open chain compound, that is aliphatic compounds, are again classified into 2 types, that is saturated compounds and unsaturated compounds. Saturated compounds means all the bonds in that compound are single. Okay, single bonded compounds. Okay, and unsaturated compounds. Unsaturated compounds means there is multiple bond, that is either a double bond or a triple bond. If a compound contains double bond, for example ethene, here one double bond is there in between 2 carbon atoms. Double bonded compounds are called as alkenes, while triple bonded compounds are called as alkynes. Here triple bond in between 2 carbon atoms. So single bonded compounds are saturated, called as alkanes. Unsaturated means multiple bond, either a double bonded compound or a triple bonded compound, called as unsaturated compound. Whereas alkenes have double bond in their structure, while alkynes have triple bond. Okay, now closed chain compounds, which is also called as aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds or closed chain compounds are further classified into saturated, which is called as alicyclic, and unsaturated compounds. Saturated compounds means there is single bond. Okay, cyclic compound. Okay, then unsaturated compound again classified into aromatic and unaromatic. Aromatic means a specific order is there. Okay, now moving toward the next point, alkane. What is alkane? We see in detail. Okay, alkanes are aliphatic saturated hydrocarbons containing carbon-carbon or carbon-hydrogen single covalent bond. Let's see what is meant by alkane. Alkane are aliphatic compound. It means open chain. Okay, open chain compound. Saturated means all single bond is there. Hydrocarbons containing carbon hydrogen. Okay, or carbon carbon. The single bond between carbon carbon and carbon hydrogen. Single. Okay, and covalent bond. what is mean by covalent bond? The new term introduced here is covalent bond. Have you heard about the word covalent bond? Let's see what is meant by covalent bond. For example, hydrogen. The simplest example is hydrogen, having atomic number and mass number 1 1. Okay, there are two atoms of hydrogen, each having one electron. It means it is the nucleus having one proton and neutron. Okay, and one electron is there. Okay, same in case of this hydrogen atom and one P, that is proton, and its neutron E is electron revolve around the nucleus. Okay, so here only one electron is there in their atom, so both are hydrogen atoms. These both are hydrogen atoms having one electron in its outermost orbit, one proton in their nucleus, and there is no neutron, so H11. Okay, now what is the covalent bond? So first of all we see which is the inert gas nearest to the hydrogen atom. In periodic table, H11. The first element of periodic table is hydrogen and second is helium, that is Fe24. It is the nearest noble gas to the hydrogen atom. So to gain a stability, hydrogen have to match up its electronic configuration with the helium atom. So what will he do? Either he take one electron from the other atom, that is meant by acceptance, or by sharing. Acceptance and donation. Okay, so there are two conditions. So first we see covalent bond. Okay, now here there is one electron for this hydrogen atom. Here one electron is there. The both hydrogen atoms have one electron each. So to match up with the helium atom and gain stability, they share their electron with the another to form a covalent bond. Now there is a formation of covalent bond, and covalent bond is formed by sharing of electrons. This electron H, suppose we call it as H1 and H2, atom H, one atom share its electron with the second atom of hydrogen to form a bond, and each bond, remember that each bond contains two electrons. Always remember that. Okay, either it is a covalent bond or it is an ionic bond. So let's see, this electron of first hydrogen and this electron of second hydrogen, they share their electrons to each other to form a covalent bond, and these atoms become now H2 molecule. Okay, these are atoms of hydrogen atom. Okay, these are two atoms, and here it is the formation of H2 molecule, that is a hydrogen molecule. Now what is the covalent bond? Covalent bond is nothing but the bond which is formed by sharing of electrons. Okay, sharing of electrons is called as covalent bond. Now ionic bond. What is meant by ionic bond? Second type of bond is ionic bond. For example, Na and Cl having atomic number 11 and Cl having 17. What are the nearest noble gases to these elements? Here Ne, that is neon 10, and here Cl, argon 18. Okay. Now to match up with the nearest noble gas, Na will have to lose 1 electron minus 1 electron to match up with the neon, which is the inert nearest noble gas or inert gas to Na atom, and Cl will have to accept 1 electron to match up with the argon, so that they become a stable element. Okay. Now Na loses its 1 electron to give Na positive ion, that is a cation. Okay, positively charged ion is cation. Now here the atomic number becomes 10 to match up with the nearest noble gas, that is neon. Okay. Now Cl having atomic number 7, it gains 1 electron. It accepts 1 electron to match up with argon having atomic number 18. Here negative charge. Acceptance of negative charge, so that it will become a chloride ion called as anion. Okay. Now such type of bond is formed between Na and Cl, so that it will become Na positive, Cl negative, gives NaCl, that is sodium chloride, which is called as common salt. Okay, sodium chloride. NaCl is called as sodium chloride. Now what exactly happened here? Na donate its 1 or lose its 1 electron to become a Na positive ion, that is a cation, whereas that 1 loosed electron is accepted by Cl atom, that is chlorine atom, to become a Cl negative, that is a anion, chloride ion, and the bond formation between them is nothing but the acceptance and donation of electron. Such type of bond which are formed by acceptance and donation of electron are called as ionic bond. Ionic bond. Okay? Clear? What is covalent bond? Covalent bond is formed by sharing of electron, and ionic bond is formed by donation and acceptance of electron. Okay? Now see what are alkanes and name of that alkanes. If the alkane contains only 1 carbon atom, what is the valency of carbon atom? 4. So it will form 4 covalent bond with the hydrogen atom and become a formula CH4. The name of the first alkane having only 1 carbon atom, that's why I called first alkane. Okay. Name of the first alkane having formula CH4 is methane. One thing is to remember that alkanes have general formula CN H2N plus 2. We have to apply this formula here. So N means number of carbon atoms, here N means number of hydrogen atoms. Here how many carbon atoms is there? 1. H 2, N into where N is the number of hydrogen atoms. Okay, H2N, N is 1 plus 2. Here C1 H2 plus 2, you get CH4. Here write the formula for alkane. So CnH2n plus 2. We get the formula for methane. Okay. Next is ethane, having formula C2H6. Ethane. Formula is C2H6. In similar way, next is C3H7, propane. C4H10, butane. Pentane. C3H7. Sorry, H8 here. Okay. C5H12. Okay. Here pentane, butane, propane, ethane, methane. Next to this, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, decane. Next point is alkenes. Alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbon containing at least one carbon-carbon double bond. These types of compounds, okay, having at least carbon-carbon, one carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, unsaturated means there is a double bond. Hydrocarbons means containing carbon and hydrogen. At least one carbon-carbon double bond, having general formula CnH2n, whereas in alkanes formula is CnH2n plus 2. Here this 2 term is missing. CnH2n. This is apply this formula in case of this compound. Here C2 H2 and N. What is the value of N? 2. So we will get C2H4. Okay. And the name of this alkene is ethene. Ethene. Okay. ANE in alkane is replaced by ENE in alkene. Remember that ANE is replaced by ENE in alkene. Okay, so that, and if there is such compound having formula this is ethane, all single bonded compound. Okay, all there are single bond. Ethane ANE. Okay, and ethene C double bond C, at least one double bond. Here it is ethene. The difference is ANE and ENE. Okay. Next hydrocarbon is alkynes, where alkynes are unsaturated hydrocarbons containing at least one carbon-carbon triple bond in their structure. Okay, there is at least one triple bond in their structure. Okay, alkynes are such hydrocarbons having one C triple bond C, that is one triple bond in their carbon-carbon triple bond in their structure. For example, acetylene. Acetylene having 2 carbon atom, and in which 2 carbon atom there is a triple bond. So this is an example of alkyne. Common name is acetylene, whereas the IUPAC name means International Standard give this compound the name ethyl. Remember that in alkane alkenes and alkynes. Alkanes. ANE is replaced by ENE in alkenes and YNE in alkynes. Means if the compound having C triple bond C, alkane C double bond C, alkenes C triple bond C, alkynes ANE, ENE and YNE. Okay, this is the basic difference between alkene, alkynes and alkenes. Okay, now here the ANE in alkane is replaced by YNE in alkynes, and the formula for alkynes are CnH2n plus CnH2n minus 2. Apply this formula to the structure, that is acetylene molecule. C2. How much carbon atom is there? 2. H2. What is the value of N? Here carbon is 2, hydrogen 2. Minus 2. C2. 2 into 2 will be 4 minus 2. Here C2 H2. C2 H2. So for alkynes formula is CnH2n minus 2. Now remember that in alkanes formula is CnH2n plus 2. In alkenes CnH2n only H2n, and whereas in alkynes CnH2n minus 2. Here difference is there, plus 2 plus 0 minus 2. Okay, so this is all about the hydrocarbons, means aliphatic hydrocarbons having alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. Okay, that's all for today. In next lecture we will see about the another types of hydrocarbons. Okay, thank you.